Hi guys, this is Richard from the Rich and Greg Show.
And this is Greg from the Greg and Rich
Show. Just doing a quick message because we realised after recording the last few episodes of Space Marine that there is no sound, and we're not doing them again because
Not going back.
we're not going
going
back.
back.
We're never going back. So suck it up. All right, welcome back to the Rich and Greg Show. Greg was the one salty last time, and he still is. Still is.
I'm like Lot's wife at this point, just a pillar of salt.
Pillar of salt.
That's a biblical drop on you.
Yeah.
Word.
This game is so dumb you've become sodium.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go.
Chemistry in the house.
Indeed.
Okay. For those of you who maybe just started watching this or
And
just,
one of the last
Turned off.
episodes, of course.
can we just talk about this crappy boss fight for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Because
So
this is
enjoy
not the
this.
first time we've gone through this. This is maybe
No.
like the second or third, fourth even.
Mm.
This is... Okay, we're supposed to be fighting the head honcho who you actually
Nemiroth.
can't see.
He defeats the Curse Lord to prevent his transformation into a Daemon Prince.
And the objective says face Nemiroth in single combat.
Yes.
And so far, he's just sent wave of mooks at us.
yes.
But there is no autosave, no quick save
Nope.
in between these waves. So
Nope.
we're on to the fourth wave now. We've fought one wave of demons,
Mhm.
a wave
Daemons.
of demons, Matt Demons,
Matt Daemons.
a wave of guardsmen and space marines,
Yep.
corrupted space marines.
Yep.
A wave of demons and those psyker guys who
Yep.
just literally shred you from a distance.
Yep.
And now we're on to the fourth wave, which is like a couple of Chaos Champions and a bunch
Some-
of Matt Demons.
Yes, some Matt Daemons.
And this is, we haven't got past this wave
No.
previously. And it's just get... So it's been 4 waves of just crappy accelerating boss fights with no save in between. So if you die in this 4th wave, guess what? You're going back to before the cutscene,
Yeah.
before the first wave.
It's a test of skill, Greg.
It's okay. I've been fighting mooks for what, like 15 hours now? Or maybe not. Like 10 hours now.
How long have we been playing this?
And now it's just like, here's a longer section of fighting them with no rest in between.
Yeah.
And it's
skill.
it's not-
skill, Greg.
it's not a question of skill, it's a question of not screwing up so many times in a row. It's like, don't roll a 1 out of 10 dice rolls.
Yeah, that takes skill.
It's not skill, it's just, you know...
All right, let's see if we can. I think maybe try and pick off those Daemons before this guy comes an artist formerly known as Matt Daemon Prince.
Ah, crud.
Yeah. All right. At least we're almost got Fury. So
Got a Fury.
yeah.
Move, you're dying.
Freaking Daemon in death.
And like, even the whole animation stuff in this game is starting to really piss me off.
Yeah, I can see as much.
Because like, dying things are now blocking me. Oh, see, look at that.
Yeah, remember that you can't outpace these guys. You need to roll away from them.
Yeah, but it's like everybody else.
Yeah.
Why did I even swing there? I didn't...
Yeah, you got to swing to win.
Did I...
Roll. Alright, so. I feel like these champions have some sort of shield like you do.
Yeah, I think
So I think you need to take them out in one
I'm
big...
just trying to get rid of the demon first.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah, sorry. My point being, yeah, I feel like taking out the demon makes sense because... Oh, we hit... Go for it, Greg.
Got
Take
to...
him out! Take him out!
Assuming I don't get whacked from behind.
Alright.
Because the... Oh!
Alright.
Sorry, like that's the other crappy thing in this game. Like, you get stuck in animation and that doesn't actually like make you invulnerable. You're right about that shield.
Yeah, because he has that little glow.
Oh my god.
Alright, no,
What's next?
our task is hopeless. I swear, if this is a bunch of blight drones or some crap.
Almost got Fury back, which is nice.
Yeah.
There's 330.
Yeah, who knows what
Oh my god, did it save? Please say it saved.
Oh, he's a Daemon Prince now.
Well, I guess we failed. Like, just
Yeah,
time to go
yeah.
home and...
Oh, thank you for telling us that didn't matter.
Oh, I can assail you. Am I gonna become a Chaos Demon? And
Why
where
don't
did I get a chainsaw?
Yeah. Just in his back pocket.
Oh, this is just a quick time. If that is it... what the... Saving content. I like that.
Okay, well, at least we're that far.
Okay, I can fly around.
Can you shoot him?
Apparently I can. Oh,
Punch,
what?
punch, punch.
No. F.
Punchy, punch, punch, punch.
It's a quick time shit.
Quick time events. Truly most satisfying gameplay tool in the world.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You just weren't doing it enough.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing there,
Shoot him.
but I want my health back. Oh, so now I have to dodge.
Punch, 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 punch. Punchy, punch, 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 punch. You dodged him.
Yeah,
Punchy, punch, punch. Yeah, okay, quick time events suck, and we all know it. There's no need to rehash what everyone knows. But, so apparently they
wow, this is really...
Yep. Relic,
this is really...
this is exciting gameplay, fellas.
This is the worst.
Apparently Relic planned for this to be a 3-part series, and then they went bankrupt or whatever.
Relic? No, that's the
Not
one.
Relic, so whoever made this.
THQ, I thought it was.
THQ, yeah. So, this ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, and
This is not a cliffhanger. This is like,
No,
thank
this
God
is-
there's never going to be another one of these games.
this is falling off a cliff, Greg.
Do I now like go to Fury?
Do it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
See,
So
it's those Fury headbutts.
this is just...
Greg, you gotta quick time harder. Quick time
I'm
harder.
doing it. Wait, am I
Maybe
supposed to
hold
hold
it
it down?
You're not losing health, so I guess
I don't know what's going on here. Click,
no
click,
one does.
hold, clicking.
Oop, okay. Well, click it away. Just click. There, or you click on events. It makes it imitate a struggle.
Okay,
yeah,
it
there we
definitely
did.
was the click.
Yep, you did it, Greg. Oh. Tear off his head. That was something went wrong with the animation there.
Okay, this is... I don't like to be completely down on games, but this is just an awful design.
Yeah, this is bad. I mean, it visually looks pretty cool, but it's lame. Oh, he broke the glow stick.
Or maybe just got, cracked it so it lit up more.
Yeah. That's what we saw. There's the flash of the glow stick.
It's true.
It's one of those space glow sticks, which are more, bright.
Warps.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, it's
Thank God
awesome
there's no
lady,
Lieutenant Mirror.
Lieutenant Mira. You can't even look at us while we say that.
All cool people walk away.
Cool girls don't look at dead Marines.
That was just... After that stupid wave fight.
Yeah.
Like...
It's like, oh, thanks, really. Lieutenant.
Are you flirting with me?
It's the Inquisition. The coolest dudes in the universe.
Well, now our work here is done.
Yeah. I'm sure this can't end badly.
Looks like we arrived to save the day.
Oh, there's the Black Templars I mentioned.
With, some guy.
Another Inquisitor.
Yeah, because the last one turned out to be so good.
Yeah, no, he was fine. He was fine. This guy doesn't look so much like a jerk. He's got a nice, normal haircut at least.
Yeah, he looks kind of smiley.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I thought... Oh!
Damon to oblivion.
Why would the unholy assist me in this?
Because chaos is subtle.
Yeah, you want to take that charge back then?
Yeah. He's basically saying,
Everyone.
come with me or I'm going to kill everyone here. Dishonored. Oh, shut up.
I think it leaves plenty of room for doubt.
But you're a jerk. Smash Martin.
You suck!
Yeah. What a prick. I love how they don't even take his gun. Oh, we still got our Storm Bolter. Oh no, that's why we got the expanded capacity or something for the Bolter.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of those animation things. Like, if we take the bullet out, what does he do with his hands?
Yeah. Like emote in some way? We'd have to actually do some sort of animation?
Yeah. Because, like, none of them are not holding weapons.
Yeah.
They're all in that posture.
Yeah, the standard Space Marine mode. To be fair, how much can you move your arms with your pauldrons that big?
That is true. Oh, thank God it's over.
So what is our retrospective post-mortem on Space Marine?
40k?
It is 40k.
Look.
Yeah, Rusty. Look, I like 40k. I thought there was a lot of really pretty stuff in this. I had issues with the gameplay.
Yeah. The setting is nice.
But, I mean, yes.
Oh, okay. It's very. I think we talked about it in earlier episodes, but like it was very brown for a long time.
True, but it's also somewhat justifiable, but still. Oh, poor Brian Wood. They still miss him. That's, well, okay. That's sad.
Guess it happens though.
It does happen.
Well, game development projects,
Takes
last
4
several
trillion years, yeah.
Like,
And I mean, they had to go 10,000 years into the future to get
40,000 years.
40,000 years, I'm sorry, you're right. 40,000 years into the future.
Oh, I guess we're at 39,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Although, are they still using AD in that time?
They use a bunch of dots as far as I understand.
Okay. Because, I mean, it just seems like, the 41st millennium, like, since from when? Because,
Yeah. That's true, it could be entirely different.
It could be like...
It's kind of funny how they didn't change the date around the Emperor either. Oh well.
Yeah, you'd think, like, 40,000 years since Emperor.
Well, yeah, like, so... Because I think it's 10,000 years since Emperor. Let's run while we talk about it. 'Cause we've got time. So, it was repetitive.
Oh god, yes.
So and being repetitive, it dragged. I think a tighter story with a tighter campaign would have been good. Either, if not, to add more variety and... Like, I mean, you could always come up with some fluffy reason to bring as many races as you can in, like more orc varieties, more...
yeah, but then
like
you gotta
Eldar.
run against, like, well, then you gotta make models, you gotta make animations.
Exactly. So that being a lot of
AI.
work, it makes sense to pare it back to a tighter story.
Yeah, I think this game...
Entire experience.
You could have probably cut out maybe like 1/3 of the game time, and it would have been still...
It would have been a lot better, frankly,
Yeah.
with a third lesser game time. Because I was frustrated at the end there, where you've established, all right, we've got to take care of the Chaos Guy, and then it's just we've taken care of the War Boss, and then it's just like 4,000 fights, which are all essentially the same.
Yeah.
Until Sidonus dies, and that's the only meaningful plot point before you actually arrive at Nemeroth, and so it's just fluff in between there.
Yeah, and well, okay.
It's not even.
It wouldn't have been so bad because the game that this most similar to me would be the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the same genre.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Arkham fights are quite like the Arkham combat.
Yeah.
Is quite good. There's a lot of
Well, it's fluid and fast.
It is, and I don't actually mind going through more fights in those games because, like,
They are
cool.
quicker.
I get to, you know, be the Batman.
More.
Yeah.
Where you're not feeling like a space marine in this when you're hiding behind boxes waiting for your shield to come back.
Yeah, so I guess like the gameplay definitely towards in the last section, it felt more like my experience of 40K, the tabletop game, where there's a lot of shooting back and forth.
Yeah.
Early on, this was very melee focused, and to be honest, the melee doesn't have a lot of gameplay in it. It's slash 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 F slash
Yeah.
slash slash F.
Yeah.
There's
sure.
not a lot of. I think it's intentional that that the Space Marine doesn't dodge around, flip around at
Yeah.
all like Batman.
Sure. Sure.
In Batman games, there's a lot more positioning
Yes.
and timing involved.
Yes.
There's no counter system in this game. Like if someone
No.
comes up to you in melee, there's no like, okay, now counter.
Mm. Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is the melee in this game, it's not very interactive. It's I'm
No.
doing my thing, and hopefully I kill them
Before they
faster
kill me.
than they.
Yeah.
I'm not really, parrying or anything like that.
Yes. Very little by way of strategy going on and thinking.
Yeah, which would be okay. So the sections I really loved in this game, and you may have picked up on it, it's very subtle.
Oh, I think you really like those last few waves against Nemroth.
Oh, I loved those
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much that I am, gonna go drown my sorrows.
In alcohol, yes, very good.
But okay, I love the jetpack sequences.
Yes.
They were awesome. Partly because they gave me the Space Marine feel like I'm this invincible,
Super warrior.
demigod thing.
Yeah.
And the combat was kind of fun. There was a little bit more like, oh, I gotta aim and then whoosh, kapow.
Sure, sure.
Um,
Yeah, because there was at least a sense of aim in that.
yeah, it felt fun and
Timing as
honestly,
well. Yeah.
It was just, I hated losing that jetpack every
Yeah.
time. Like,
Yeah.
no, this is the best bit. So okay, I guess my takeaway is the combat in this game wasn't great. It needed more.
And for a combat war game, you really need to have that down
Yeah.
and fun without being repetitive.
And the shooting. Yeah, so like the later sections where shooting became a lot more important, but this is. I guess, yeah, there's like a lot of sections where. A lot of systems, rather, that weren't quite fully fleshed out. Like, it was a melee game. Like, Batman is really a melee game. There's not a lot of.
Yeah.
There's barely.
Well, there's two game modes. I guess they're both melee though,
Yeah, I mean, there's the fighting and then there's the.
and that makes sense for character. Batman doesn't use guns.
Right, but I mean, so like the melee combat is really good in Batman, and
Yeah.
that's largely where its focus is. Even in the
Yeah.
boss fights, right? You're
Yeah.
not suddenly doing. Okay, there were a couple fights. Anyway,
Yeah. With exceptions.
but they worked relatively well.
Yeah.
This game kind of felt like, well, we have a melee combat and we have shooting combat,
Mhm.
and neither part felt like, I won't say great, but just like neither part kind of felt like this is a really good system and we're gonna like base the game around it. It's like, okay, these are two functional systems that I wouldn't have based the game around either.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, like, what was the vision here that they were trying to
Yeah.
create?
I mean, I guess they wanted you to be a space marine. Joe White, huh? There you go. Like, but it didn't really have that. I didn't feel like, to me, a space marine would be this sort of invincible, as I said, demigod, kind of just mowing through hordes, and that doesn't probably make for a really good gameplay because if you're invincible, then there's not a lot.
Well, I mean, like, the 40k universe is full of things which can threaten a space marine. You just got to make it feel like this is so cool that I can actually fight against you, freaking Bloodthirster or
Yeah, I
Gene
guess.
Stealer or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't quite rise for me. It's
Yeah.
not a bad game, but I think there are much better games in the genre. So
Yes,
I
in the
recommend
genre,
the
yeah.
Arkham series
Yeah.
over this.
Oh, easily.
40k games, it's not really the same, but like Dawn of War is a much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it largely is perspective. Like
Yeah.
40k as a universe is about the
Armies and bodies of troops, right?
yeah, and the life is very disposable.
Yes.
Whereas when you're playing as a single space marine, you are
Yeah.
the opposite of disposable.
Yeah, because you want to keep yourself alive.
Um,
Yeah, I also think you haven't played it, but Battletech Gothic is also really good.
Okay.
But yeah, they're better 40k games. They're better
Action
games. I liked the art design for the most part.
Art design is great. Yeah.
I do admit, yeah, a bit brown in the backgrounds. I feel 40k should be more colourful, but otherwise I did like it.
Just a thought, and this is like, you know, you always kind of make these suggestions, and you never know if they're actually going to be good until you test them. So I'm not saying this would definitely be a better thing, but I wonder if it wouldn't be more of a fun game if, rather than having this really long campaign, it was a bunch of deployments, different worlds. I know that's much more expensive than the art budget.
Yeah.
But just like, hey, you know, here's an hour you spend on like.
And then
some
each of the
crazy
deployment could be like connected in some ways. You're unraveling some plot or something.
I mean, I guess.
Because I mean that ties it together narratively. It means you're in different locations, which have different looks, more variety, sense of change. You can have different types of enemies in different locations.
Yeah, I mean, all of this, of course, is conditional on having the budget to.
Yeah, obviously that's a lot of work though.
Yeah, like different models, different animations, different AI, different game design.
Yeah.
Different writing. Well, okay, probably not.
The writing probably not so much, but.
But it's more work for the writers to, you know, create different.
I mean,
not
maybe.
considerably, but maybe like it's still like it's a lot more work. But I think maybe going the extra mile would have made for a much more engaging game.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like, yeah.
Yes,
but,
I agree.
Yeah, so I guess, you know, it was an okay game. Probably much more like I'm still kind of coming off the saltiness.
Well, here's the thing. It's I'm stealing this off Day 9, but there's which he stole from someone else. Like this, I think it's called High and I can't remember what it's called. Climax and End Principle. Like it. What people will remember most about a piece is the climactic moment and the end, and so you need those to feel good. And so the end did not feel good in this game.
Oh, the end felt terrible.
Yeah. Because
almost Mass Effect 3 terrible.
Yeah. I've been hearing people say that Mass Effect 3's ending wasn't that bad, and it was that bad. It was that bad. It was complete betrayal of the narrative up to that point.
Well, I mean, it's a very different series.
A very different series, very different circumstance. Actually,
no, I mean like series of us playing it, but like, yeah, it's sort of like a cultural shorthand now for a bad ending.
Yeah. But
beyond perhaps what it was actually.
Though some things survive a bad ending, like Lord of the Rings did. Like the last 40 minutes of the Return of the King was pretty trollopy, and I say trollopy, I should say more like it was like, okay, get on with it, we get it, everyone's happy.
Yeah, well, okay, like they were going from the books, and the books had that, but then they cut stuff.
Yeah, well, they cut the Saruman at the end.
Yeah.
In the Scouring of the Shire, which helped make that work.
Yes.
And it also illustrated how the Hobbits had changed.
Absolutely. I don't think Peter Jackson made a bad move in cutting the Scouring of the Shire, because it would have made that movie
super long.
Yes, like everyone hates that 40-minute ending. Like, imagine if there was like another 30 minutes of battle at the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like.
I mean, I understand his position. I just don't know if I like.
Yeah,
I don't like Twin Resolve, but Lord of the Rings is still awesome. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, okay. The third movie also had awesome battle scenes. Like.
Yeah, so there's a lot of climaxes which I think made up for it. Yes. Like so much of that movie was awesome.
Yes.
But anyway,
we digress.
We have digressed. Actually, I remember I talked to one young lady who was a big fan of Mass Effect and said we should play Mass Effect, and I'm like, well, we do like Mass Effect. Maybe when
like us on the show.
Yes.
Well, Mass Effect Andromeda is coming out in a month. I don't.
As of this record, when this comes out, it'll be probably out. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. But maybe we'll consider playing it.
Probably will. Yeah.
But we'll probably play it on our own time as well. So.
Oh yes, I'm playing through it. Like, I've been trying to organize
my
work schedule around its release date.
It'll be interesting because I have a lot of complaints about the concept behind Mass Effect Andromeda. So.
I guess we could play it. I mean, maybe we play like some of the multiplayer. I don't know.
Maybe we've got friends who love it. So. Anyway, this episode's gone long.
We've gone through the credits.
Yep. We'll see you guys on whatever we end up playing next on the Rich and Greg show.
Cool. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.